Hey, what's up? Georgia here. This time around it's West Virginia. I'm still using the knifeaid.com. Uh, okay, here we go. In West Virginia, most knife types are legal to own and carry. The state imposes few restrictions, and even ballistic knives are allowed. If you meet the age requirement of 21, you are free to carry various types of knives concealed with potential limitations depending on the specific knife and usage. Uh, some of the legal knives include pocket knives, hunting knives, fixed blade knives, Bowie fixed blade. Weird, got fixed blade knives on here twice. Multi tools with blades, Swiss Army knives, stilettos, switchblades, butterfly, and gravity knives. However, always be aware of concealed carry restrictions that may apply to specific types of knives, especially around minors in certain public spaces. Uh, uh, Pocket knives, commonly defined as fold knives with a blade shorter than 3.5 inches, are generally not considered deadly weapons in West Virginia and are therefore subject to less stringent regulations. West Virginia does not explicitly deem any types of knives entirely illegal to own or carry. Age and usage play significant factors in determining which knives a person may carry concealed. To ensure adherence to these knives laws, avoid giving a switchblade knife, gravity, ballistic, and metal knuckle or undetectable knife to anyone under 21, as it's a misdemeanor offense. It's generally legal to open carry both types of knives in West Virginia. However, restrictions apply to the sale or transfer to dangerous weapons as defined by BW Code 61-7-2, such as switchblade, gravity knives, ballistic knives, and daggers with a blade over 3.5 inches. Be mindful of digital restrictions for minors or in certain locations. Concealed carry eligibility depends on the age and the type of knife. If you're 21 and older, you can carry non-threatening knives concealed without any issue. If under 21, well, at least 18, you should review the characteristics of the knife and the intent of use to make sure it does not qualify as a dangerous weapon. Concealed carry knives permits for firearms do not automatically apply to knives, so be cautious when carrying a concealed knife. Uh, West Virginia knife laws individuals age 21 and above face fewer restrictions on the possession or carry of knives. However, persons 18 to 20 may commit a misdemeanor by carrying a concealed knife that qualifies as a deadly weapon. Certain areas in West Virginia have restrictions on carrying knives. For instance, it is illegal to carry a knife with a blade longer than 4 inches into any government building, such as courthouses and schools. Other locations may have additional regulations. West Virginia allows specific exceptions for carrying knives as tools or household implements. Pocket knives with blades shorter than 3.5 inches are generally exempt from restrictions, as are knives used for recreation purposes like hunting or fishing. Knowing West Virginia knives laws can help You avoid accidental infringements and ensure responsible knife ownership. Always refer to the state relevant statutes for the most accurate and up-to-date information. Statewide preemption in West Virginia limits the authority of subdivisions such as cities and municipalities to regulate the purchasing, possessing, transferring, owning, carrying, transporting, selling, and storing of knives. Means no local city can pass or enforce any ordinance or restrictions that are more stringent than the state law knives. Switchblades are not illegal in West Virginia. West Virginia does not prohibit the ownership, carry, or use of switchblades or automatic knives. Automatic knives are legal in West Virginia. There are no laws explicitly prohibiting their ownership or use in the state. Butterfly knives, also referred to as spacings, are not illegal in West Virginia. Law does place restriction on ownership, carry, or use. Minors under the age of 18 are prohibited from carrying a dangerous weapon, and those between 18 and 20 are limited in terms of concealed carry. West Virginia does not have specifications regarding the length of knives, especially when it comes to definition of a deadly weapon. A blade over 3.5 inches in certain types of knives is considered a deadly weapon. West Virginia, there are no specific laws addressing felons carrying knives. However, felons are generally prohibited from owning or carrying weapons, which may include certain types of knives under federal law. Felons should seek legal advice to understand their rights and restrictions regarding knife ownership and carrying. Here's a couple law reference official sources. West Virginia Code, Chapter 31, Article 7, captioned dangerous weapons. West Virginia Code 61-7-2, which defines what constitutes a deadly weapon, including certain types of knives. Here's one court case: State of West Virginia versus Alexander Thomas Infinite. In this 2023 case, the defendant threatened to attack the driver with a knife, among other charges. The case detailed the legal proceedings and the charges against the defendant. Here's some two major changes timeline-wise. 2016, West Virginia legislature overrode the governor's veto, effective date June 2nd, 2016. Bill 2016, West Virginia House Bill 4145, enacted 3-5-16, repealed and amended prior sections of the Code of West Virginia in 1931 regarding carrying deadly weapons, including certain knives. 2020, West Virginia Senate Bill 96 added knives to the state's definition of deadly weapons for purposes of statewide preemption, effective May 31st, 2020. Well, that's pretty much it, As always, I ain't no attorney. I ain't no legal expert. Just go state by state, do a quick overview. Always check your local laws and stuff for your state. Always like, share, leave a comment. If you're new, I appreciate it. Helps this channel out a lot if you hit the subscription button, then hit the notification bell button when new videos come out. And well, until next time.